It's my fight prediction for Roman Villa versus Ricardo, Salas, Rodriguez. I think Salas is. I think he game, man. I think he gonna come to fight. He fights at one pace. He's kind of similar to what Villa is, as far as a guy who comes forward, uh, doesn't focus too much on defense, straight Mexican style, um, lets his hands go. Both of these guys, they jab a little bit, tap jab. It's not really the focus. They really try to fight in the inside game. Um, I don't know. This is gonna be a very tough fight to kind of predict because their competition is kind of different. But at the same time, if you can kind of look through a couple of things, you'll realize that with those styles that they fight and the styles they fight with other guys, it kind of lines up to be a very close fight, very good fight. Um, I think Ricardo will have an edge as far as not in the fight, as far as decision or winning, but as far as being able to move around on the front and back. I don't think Villa is a person who will be able to fight on the back foot. I think Salas, if he can, he will fight off the back foot if need be, but he's a come forward guy. He only moves at one speed as well. He takes punches and bunches, so he'll be able to get up off the ground a couple of times. Dude has a chin. He possibly can get dropped in this fight, but dude has a chin though. That's one thing I have realized. But with Villa, this is the longest he's had a layoff in his career. He's been out 14 months, so that is a long time to go without fighting anybody. And for you to be consistent in your career, where you've been getting knockouts and knockouts and knockouts, for you to come out and be rusty, that's gonna play a huge part. That's definitely gonna play a huge part. We seen Terrence Crawford come out recently, and it took him a while to kind of get things going late in the fight because he was out so long. And when guys have the longest layoffs of their career, plays a huge part, a very huge part. And you don't want to see that happening with activity problems. And with Villa, let's hope that it was just a one-time thing because of the Amazon Prime deal and everybody had to wait on scheduling. It's gonna be a lot of guys gonna be out 18 months. But Salas, man, he's very active. He's gonna come to fight. He's gonna be in Villa's chest. He's gonna let that right hand go. Villa also has a nice right hand that he can let go on Salas. He can get caught, but at the same time, I've seen Salas when he gets dropped, he'll get up, go right to fighting the same way like he never got dropped before. It's almost a reminder. It's almost similar to what Vladimir Hernandez was fighting last night. He's kind of similar to what he is. I don't think he's as skilled or has as much power, but he has enough power to be respected. And that's what I'm kind of seeing in this fight. I'm like, all right, does he have enough power to be respected in this fight? He's a very short guy, 5'6". So he's gonna be at a reach disadvantage. With the way Villa fights, he doesn't really use his reach. So all the advantages he does have, I don't think it's gonna play a huge part in this fight. But I think Villa has his style and his tenacity and his aggressiveness and his need to go to the body is going to play a huge part in this fight. And I think that it may lead to a decision. I don't think there's going to be a knockout in this fight. It possibly can be a knockout. Now, if you feel like it's a knockout, I would go with a knockout. But in this fight, I really had to think about it. I don't know if it's going to be a knockout in this fight. Villa, with the activity being out, even though he's a bigger guy, Salas, it's going to be his biggest fight he's been in. Huge card, Canelo card. Dude gonna come to fight. He ain't gonna come to play around. Not saying that he's not gonna get knocked down or dropped. I possibly think it's gonna be a knockdown in this fight, but I think Villa power is a little blown out of proportion, even though I think he has a lot of power. It's just usually the guys that he's went against, they've been touched up before. And Salas, he's been touched up as well. He hasn't fought the competition that Villa has, but At the same time, the competition he has faced have had a hard time kind of getting him out of there. And like I've said, he's got dropped. It's a difference between getting dropped and getting hurt. Now he'll get dropped, but he hasn't been hurt in the fight to the point where he doesn't know where he's at and he has to will his way back. He doesn't do that. He'll get dropped, get right up, and get back to fighting. And that's gonna be huge. After Villa sees that about twice, he's gonna be like, "Whoa," you know what I'm saying? Can't really get this guy out of here. So, and then he's gonna try to take more risk, and that'll end up with him being caught or getting hit with something. So I would go with Salas being able to go the distance. It's a 10-round fight. If it was 8, I'll say yes, definitely going decision. But I don't know. I kind of feel like it's a decision. I'm gonna go with trust my gut on this one. But I think Villa can actually get a knockout. But the activity, I don't know if that's gonna play a role. But I'm gonna just go with a decision in this fight. Roman Villa is gonna basically take this fight over and dominate. But that's all I got. Like and subscribe.